Howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here. Um, Someone should have called attention to this sooner. I just feel like we really have been overlooking this, and I don't know how I'm supposed to take it away. So I guess I could come out and say it. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry this had to be this way, but I just feel like I've seen something. Blip. Okay, so I just feel like I've seen something in the Star Wars universe, something that breaks the canon, something that could ruin not only the prequel trilogy but the original trilogy itself. I don't know, I just feel like in me it's really bad, but I thought I'd let it out. Here goes. Why the fudge does Anakin want to become a master if he's gonna leave the Jedi Order anyway? Like seriously, he's having kids with Padme, and it's against the Jedi code to have children or relations with other people. So if the Jedi Order found out he was gonna have kids with Padme, they'd obviously kick him out of the Order. I don't know why. Throughout the entire Revenge of the Sith movie, Anakin is mad that he's not given the rank of master when really he's gonna leave the order anyway. He's gonna get his kid and leave the order. Why do you want to become a master? That's like getting a promotion at work and then the next week you quit. It just doesn't make sense in all honesty. In my opinion, this just breaks episode 3. Not really. I mean it's like a very small nitpick. Episode 3 has a lot of stuff wrong with it, but it's still awesome. But like it's just a small thing I noticed and no one mentions it. In throughout episode 3, everyone's like, calm down, Anakin. Have patience, Anakin. To me, it's just like, use common sense, Anakin. Like, really, gosh. And then let's not even forget the Ezra theory. Okay, so if you've watched Rebels, which half of you probably haven't, um, this guy called Ezra, right? So throughout the entire show, it kind of teased that Ezra would fall into the dark side. Turns out he doesn't. By the end of the show, he's actually a pretty cool guy. He doesn't fall to the dark side. He's a pretty stand-up Jedi. However, what happens is that in season 3, the season where they foretold he was gonna go to the dark side, somebody made a theory. I think this was in between season 2 and 3 when the Last Jedi was coming out. So I think it might have been just after 3. Somebody made a theory that Ezra would fall to the dark side and he would become Snoke. How does this work? He would become Snoke and then he would fall. What would happen is everyone knew Ezra and Sabine had a thing. It's not like they were a thing. Disney never really came out and said it, but it's more like they had a mutual friendship. Then by the end of the series, kind of suspected they would have a thing, but they never really came clean about it. So we really don't know whether Ezra and Sabine are a thing. But what somebody said is, in a theory, is that Sabine would die at the end of the series or something. Ezra would go mad and turn to the dark side. And since Maul was already training him to be his apprentice, Ezra would fall to the dark side. Then he would become Snoke. So in future, after the fall of the Empire, Ezra would become Snoke. He would look ugly because of some dark side powers. He would basically be proud to saying that he shot himself with lightning or face some serious dark side power, whatever. So he becomes Snoke in the future with a purple lightsaber. Then Snoke, Ezra, creates the Knights of Ren, which Kylo is the head of. The reason he creates the Knights of Ren is because Sabine's last name is Ren. So the Knights of Ren, Sabine Ren. He makes this order to remember the love of his life. I don't know, it's a weird theory if you ask me. On top of that, he becomes Snoke. He gets a purple lightsaber. He tries to be evil, but also at the same time wants to balance the force. He names the Knights of Ren after Sabine, a woman he loved, and like it was a weird theory. It was kind of plausible for a bit, but it's a very weird one. And I don't think they would have brought TV character in the Star Wars universe. Anyway, it's not Snoke, so I'm just bringing up a dead theory. On top of that, let me talk about Kyle Kestis and Kanan Jarrus. In all honesty, for Jedi Fallen Order, I feel like Kanan Jarrus should be the main character, especially if it's a game that people who haven't watched the show Rebels could play. For example, make Kanan Jarrus the main character of Jedi Fallen Order. The people who don't watch Rebels could play the game and they'll be like, oh yeah, this guy is cool. I want to see him in Rebels. I mean, Kyle, we know he's gonna die because it wouldn't make sense in the Star Wars universe. But to me, had they made the main character Kanan, it would have been the same. Kanan also lost his master as a Padawan. He had to escape Order 66. He had to join the rebellion. He had to become his own man. So I feel had they made Kanan the main character in Jedi Fallen Order instead of Cal, it would have worked so much better. I don't know why Cal is the main character of that game. In my opinion, it should have been Kanan. Okay, Kanan making part of the game, then have his story continue in Rebels. Beautiful. I feel like it could have really tied everything together nicely. We see how he loses his master. We see how he goes up through the ranks. We see how he becomes a rebel in the end. But then again, I guess we wouldn't have poorly rendered Lady Chick and and 6 arms crap, 4 arms crap. Yeah, so he's a bit cool. Let me not lie. And no, I haven't played the game yet, so I'm just looking at the cutscenes. I know, shame on me. I'll get the game soon. I promise. I can't stream it because I'm not popular. Anyway, that's my stuff. I felt like someone should have called attention to these things. They were all really dumb stuff, all really funny stuff. At the same time, it was just really dumb. I'll make up to things. Thank you guys so much for watching, and with that, I'll see you in another video.